What's up everyone, welcome to another Doctor Who review. Today we are reviewing the incredible Doctor Who figure collection special issue, the Wirrn. I can't even believe I'm saying that, so I'm going to say it again. The Wirrn. That's right, Eaglemoss has finally released one of my favourite all-time classic Doctor Who monsters as a model. I mean, I am so excited, I'm so pumped to get this reviewed for you guys and for myself. So without further ado, let's get on with the review. Now first things first, of course, I want to review the Wirrn first, but really, let's have a little look in the magazine. Come on, let's get this bit over and done with, and then we can have a look at that absolute beauty which is sitting just over there. So it comes with the magazine that comes with every single edition of Eaglemoss, and don't forget this is a special edition. It says so here, special issue. It's from The Ark in Space by Philip Hinchcliffe, who is absolutely fantastic. He is interviewed in this magazine. The creation of the Wirrn is another part of the magazine, and of course there it shows you the 4th Doctor, Tom Baker, and that's when the air date for this particular story was. And of course this is probably, in fact, no, screw that. This is definitely the best era of Doctor Who, without a doubt. Swarming through space, the Wirrn. So let's have a little look inside, shall we? Now I'm just going to quickly flick through the magazine to show you what's inside. So obviously we have the contents page here, and then you've got this header here which says Wirrn this together, which is a play on words obviously. The mysterious insect race that's the last of humanity on its dinner menu, which is pretty much all you need to know about the whole story really. If you want to pause this video and zoom in and view the text on the pages, by all means go ahead and do so. I will carry on going through the magazine. Here it obviously shows you a really up close and personal detail of the actual figure that we have, and also the real life one just down the bottom there. And I'll tell you what, it really looks like they've captured the essence of the Wirrn really well here. So I am proper pumped about having this figure in my collection, I'll be honest. Moving on here, we have some more images here. There's a picture of a dead Wirrn that's very first seen in episode 1. It's the Queen. It's very sad she died and we never got to see her, but it's all part of the story. I do love the Wirrn, as you're probably well aware. If you haven't seen The Ark in Space, literally the next thing you do after this video is go and watch it, or even just read it. In front of us down there I've got the DVD, the video, the book. There's so many different ways of watching and viewing this great story, so make sure you have, you know, at least one of those in your collection. And here's another part of a magazine, Among the Stars, and let's just take a moment to look at that lovely image there of the 4th Doctor staring wonderfully into space, the Ark in Space, quite literally. It just looks fantastic. I mean, if that was a poster, I would probably buy 10 of them because it just looks so captivating and amazing. So let's move on to the middle page. And moving on to the middle page, we have more pictures of the 4th Doctor. We have some great pictures and shots of the late great Ian Marter, who was Harry Sullivan, and also the late great Elizabeth Sladen, who was Sarah Jane Smith, of course. And we also have down there Philip Hinchcliffe and some more images of the trio. Now, personally, I absolutely love this part of Doctor Who. This era of Doctor Who, the trio of Doctor, Sarah, and Harry, to me, will always be Doctor Who. It was definitely my favourite part of the show growing up, and it still is to this day, quite honestly. On here we have the 4th Doctor timeline, and of course again it shows you some of the best stories of Doctor Who, especially down there where you've got the Seeds of Death, and correction, Seeds of Doom, get it right, I'm so excited I can't even speak. So that's a fascinating read. And then we have Insect Nations. This is a really fascinating read actually. We have had quite a lot of large insects in Doctor Who, most noticeably in the classic series, but we have got the Vesperform over here from the new series, the Unicorn and the Wasp. Of course we've got the Monotrap, I think they're called, Monotra, something like that, from the Web Planet. I need to watch that more really. Of course, the Wirrn from the Ark in Space. The planet Vortis, there we go, it tells you all about the Web Planet and there's some creatures there. You've got massive insects here. That would be more than likely from Planet of the Giants, which is another great story. And of course, you can't forget the giant maggots from the Green Death. Another giant insect, I suppose, and obviously the maggot does actually turn into a giant fly as well at some point in life. And moving on, we have some more creepy crawlies. We've got the spider from the Planet of the Spiders, and of course there's the Wirrn in its green bubbly sleeping bag. I mean, green gunk, not a sleeping bag, not bubble wrap, no, of course not, shush. And again, there's the Vesperform We've got the spider germs. I really can't remember seeing those, but it's a new one. Kill the Moon. There we go. 4 years ago. Good grief, time flies. We've got the Dirads from Knock Knock, a bit more memorable, and obviously talking about memory, the memory worms. That was quite an interesting take, and of course the time beetle, which was again another fascinating one. So you don't actually realise just how many insects there are in Doctor Who. Of course, we've just lost an insect, Stephen Moffat. Whoops. Anyway. Moving on to the back page of the magazine. I feel really bad now. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but never mind. I said it. And moving on to the last part, we've got the big ask, and then we've got a bit here about Bernard Lodge, who's a graphic designer. Bless him. So he's done a good job. Also, let's just have a great little look here. This is the outside of the Ark. I absolutely love that model. It was used in Revenge of the Cybermen as well, and I think they could have used it even more because I really enjoyed that whole kind of aspect, and you know, it was brilliant. We were very inventive in those days, always messing around and experimenting, hence why the music and titles always change quite often. And on the back we have a lovely little picture of said Wirrn, who is actually standing right behind us. So let's review the actual figure. Okay, so I'm probably the first person to have ever weighed Doctor Who figures, but what the hell, I'm going to do it. So Tom Baker, your average figure, weighs 55 grams, or 54 grams, exactly, so 54 grams. And when you weigh your Wirrn, who reckons it's going to be at least double? I do. Here we go. Whoa, more than double. 337 grams. I mean, it's absolutely massive. It's like, well, nearly half a kilo. That's how heavy that boy is. Nearly half a bag of sugar. Okay, so moving on to the review of the figure now. I will leave Tom Baker in the background just so you can get some comprehension of how massive this thing actually is. Now look at the base plate. Obviously it's the same hexagon shape that it always is. And at the bottom here, you can just about make out what it says. The Ark in Space Wirrn, which of course is what it is. The detailing on this model is exquisite. Eaglemoss. Just keep doing what you're doing because it is awesome. If we can have like every single creature from Doctor Who, then I will actually ask you to marry me. I think it's amazing. Character options did a damn good job. They're dead in the water. Eaglemoss, just keep doing what you're doing. I absolutely love it. Now on the back here of the stand, it says Doctor Who logo, copyright 2012 and trademark BBC. Now, I've not seen that before on any of these plinths or stands. I'm pretty sure it's not on the back of this one. It is. I'm an idiot. I've never noticed that, only because it's so huge. That's really why I've noticed it. Okay, never mind. Anyway, moving on. So the detailing, like I said, is fantastic. The colouring of this figure is spot on. It is really, really incredible. It encapsulates everything about the Wirrn I love. Even from a side shot here, it still looks really, really menacing. It's really clever what they've done because obviously the tentacles are embedded in the plinth, making this figure really have a firm grip so it isn't going to fall over, but it also looks like, you know, it is leaning towards you, about to come and eat you, or whatever it does. So I think that's really awesome. And I don't think you get to see this in the show itself, but on the back here, you've got two little kind of legs, like, or claws or tails or whatever it is on the back, which is really nice to see. And of course the back of the figure, it just looks fantastic. All their lines and grooves and dents on the figure are all there, and it just works. It really, really does. So like I said, the tentacles are embedded in the platform there, and that really does help make this figure one of the stablest figures, because some of the figures are a little bit wobbly, especially when they're only attached by, like, say, for example, Tom Baker, his 2 feet. So I'm going to put this one down because my hands are aching because it is that heavy. If you really wanted to, you could display Tom Baker in front of it, so actually on top of the model, and you can, you know, you can still make out the Wirrn. So it's really good that you've got this much space kind of on the platform. In fact, now I've done that, I think this is exactly how I'm going to display it in the display room, because it just looks awesome like this. So Eaglemoss, please, if you're watching this video, which obviously you are, ha ha ha, carry on doing what you're doing. You guys are amazing, and every fortnight I'm always excited to see what's next. I don't collect the new series only because I don't have the money or the space, But quite honestly, after seeing this, it makes me kind of, wish I had collected the new series stuff as well. Of course, we have got quite a few specials that have already come out, and I'm sure many more to come. Anyway, that pretty much wraps up the review, you guys, so thanks a lot for watching. You know I'll be back. I've got plenty more videos to do. I'm going to carry on doing my collection review. The next one will probably be up in a few days' time, so watch out for that. If you haven't subscribed already, then I really would appreciate you subscribing. And of course, leave this video a thumbs up if you think the Wirrn are just awesome. So thanks guys, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.